we are not gonna take into that. So we play all 5 maps that are in the map pool. We start with Togekiss by Mephisto, and funnily enough, every map from Mephisto is called after a Pokemon. Usually from the 4th generation, it was Spiritomb, then you had Butterfree, and now we have Togekiss, which is the 3rd evolution line of Togepi, Togetic, and then you need I think a Lightstone to evolve it into Togekiss? I'm not quite certain, or some special incentive, but it's more like of a... So in general, the map pack is more of an RPG-ish map pack, with a lot of transitional stuff and also a lot of other surfaces than tech. So you can see it multi-style, but also not that easy to do that. I think those maps are very nice, actually suit my my taste very well, let's be quite honest. It is a very, very cool. Also, this ending here, you have this free will section, we have to balance over that part. And the risky ending is not too hard, as well as on all the other maps. There was, I think, only 1 or 2 maps that were quite hard. There are 5 maps in the map pool. One has also built by Deska. Then there are 2 maps by Mimo Jr. And the one by Mephisto. And the other one, I have to check from whom that was. But I'm also gonna open it now. So as I said, a MotoGP point system, a top 4 is going through. So 4 players from each round of 8 will be eliminated. There are 4 matches right now that are ongoing, including this one. So 4 in total. And let's go ahead into the first round. Solary Cup. There we go. Okay, I just had to open it. So one map is by Azix even. Azix is also built a map, but of course we're gonna start with Togekiss. 5 rounds will be played. Nathan right now leading the race. One of the outsiders who was not going in there with a good seeding rank, but makes that mistake, steers in too early. So he's out. Enix Samea also playing, as well as Hugo and Otak. Xera, Otak and Enix Samea, as well as Hugo are in the top 4. So Hugo was also in the final, the last Solary Cup, which was taking place in May. Enix with a great dirt line there. Into the lead he goes. Great amount of speed, but Hugo is having a good line here as well. And right now we have a great fight for that first position. Hugo, Enix, and Otak, of course. It's 25 versus 16 points. First versus third position. You really want to land in that top 1 position. It will be Otak taking it. But that was a great round indeed to start it all off with. We have a 58.2 as the winning time. The world record is a 57.831. And there you go. That was the first round. I don't know where I should move this. Maybe there. Then we have Willux, Speedself, and then Nathan from first to last in this round. So that's quite unfortunate. But hey, he is still able to make some damage. But he had a very good start. But and despite that, he has made that mistake. Sirmix also casting the server. I didn't know that actually. Well, whatever. That is quite unfortunate. I will communicate that a bit better after that. That was maybe on my end then, that I'm on the server. But hey, let's go into the next round. And see who takes it. Xera, of course, a player that was in the Zerata Cup 2020 semi-final. Almost made it to the final. I was really rooting for him. And definitely a player that we can also look out for in the next couple of tournaments. Because he's a very fast and skilled player. I'm not sure how much he has picked up with all the styles, because this game has evolved a lot over the last couple of months where he wasn't really active. I think he stopped around at the beginning of 2021, but there he's back. So welcome back also from my side, Xera. I think he's only 17 years old, so also a very, very new player. And what is happening there? What did Hugo do? Hugo just full stopping there, and that is not a round that is particularly good. Otak on second place, so another good finish for him. Maybe he can snipe. Xera in the ending has a bit more speed, and it's barely enough. 24,000s behind him. Neko on third, Enix on fourth, and then we have Hugo on fifth position. Speedself claiming sixth. Well, of course, you really need to get into that top 4 position, or top 3, because you can see the point repartition is punishing if you don't get yourself into that. That is quite unfortunate. And right now, Speedself only with, well, 19 points. And there you can see it. Already, Enix, who's on 4th position right now, on 5th position even, has 26 points. And hello, Mental Strider, and hello, Pressure. So we're casting the Solary Cup today. Will be a great event, I can tell you that. Very good maps. And I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all doing good. We have 5 rounds on 5 maps that we're gonna see, and after that we have our winners. So round mode will be played, not cup mode. And let me actually open up this here. Zack, where is it? Ah, there's the link. tournament tree. So Otaku right now leading also in the total standings, 45 points for the upcoming Trackmania Grand League player. Then Xera on second, Hugo on third. And then there is Neko on P4, who has made a mistake, so it's Enix's chance now to come back. But he also makes that mistake, had to double respawn. That speed check is very costly, but look at that. No one actually closing in towards him. Everyone is kind of behind. Only Speedself, of course, has capitalized from that. But he is only on P4, and we have Hugo, Xera, and also Otaku ahead of him, 58.2, 58.2, and 58.2. There was another great round here. So they are really showing what they're able to do. Neko now has to go for that save line, which is to the right. Enix overtakes him. Actually a direct battle between them, 4th versus 5th. So 1 point more for Enix in this case. So round number 4, as I said, they have 5 rounds on each map, and we have 5 maps that will be played. So every map we're gonna see. Willow's now in the mix, right now only on 7th position, so maybe he can make something happen. Has the loud skin and the trigram Wii. Maybe we can get some Wii's in the chat, as he gets a very good line there as well. But the worst apex here, or the worst exit from that grass part. So Hugo, Enix, and Neko are coming closer. Otaku has made another mistake. Oh, what means another mistake? I mean, the rounds before that, it were some other players. And look at that, Enix again with a mistake. Hugo and Neko first and second. Xera on third, and Willow's can get some good points. But of course, only 13 points for P4, which is 12 points of a discrepancy between first and fourth. Hugo gets first though. So with that, he gathers a lot of points. Speedself again on 6th position. Nathan on 7th. And then there's one player who still has to finish, which is Otaku. Not sure if he's able to finish. He overjumps tremendously. Can he make that jump? Will he go for the risky way? Yes, he will go for it. And he makes it. It's 8 points for him. But we have almost a new leader. Xera coming closer, despite only getting 3rd. So 78, 77, 72, 52, and then 47 points. And Enix would be out right now. If the match were to end now, Enix would be out. Otaku with another mistake. That is quite unfortunate. As Hugo, Enix, and Willow's have a good line here as well. Xera a bit more, or a bit wider there, but still is in the mix. Gets a good line there as well, but Hugo is unstoppable in this round. We see another mistake here from Enix on that speed check. So it seems that he didn't really figure out this line thus far. Also Neko, a very wide approach. Not has to go for that save line. Hugo with a mistake, steering in too early, so throws away 25 points. Xera, however, gets first. Willow's on 2nd, so good points for him as well. Neko on 3rd, good points for him as well. And then there's Speedself getting 13 points. Nathan, unfortunately, already so far behind, also not able to clear that ending here in the first attempt. Makes it in the second one, but only 8 points for him. And that makes actually almost an average of 8th position for Nathan on this map. And we go to map number 2. Okay, so the next map, a map by Mimo Jr. He has built 2 maps for this competition, actually. We have this map that I'm not trying to pronounce. as well as a map that I'm also not trying to pronounce. Yeah, so 2 French map names. 52.12 is the world record by Hugo, who's for me one of the clear favorites also to go through. Right now is not leading though, only on 3rd position, has thrown away some good opportunities to already close his way into the quarterfinal, but maybe he wants to make it exciting. I don't know. And Wolfsel on 2nd, Enix on 3rd, Binks on 4th, Willux, Lupuk I also see, great to see him also play this game. Sam, TJ, 7, and Aurel. Aurel also playing this competition though. But let's go into the first round. Again, 5 rounds on each map. So that leaves us with 20 more rounds that we're gonna see. As Nathan again has a very good start. I hope that you can keep it up. Because he also had that good start in that first round, if you remember that briefly. But he falls a bit behind Enix. Otaku and Sera are behind him. Actually, Enix overtaking Nathan here, who drops a bit behind. That's really stacking up if you just have a little bit less speed from that wall hit or roof hit. You can rather say it like that, as it's a great round and that we have in our hands. Nathan jumping so far to the right, has a really bad approach. Neko overtakes him, as well as Otaku, who comes closer. And Nathan drops from 2nd to P number 6. Xera almost missing the ending. Neko with a good ending. And he gets that 3rd place. Xera and Enix ahead of him. 52.6 by Enix. But that was indeed a great round. But I would also say that this map is easier compared to map number 1. Okay, so the next round is coming up. Round number 2. Okay, good fight again. Only 500s between the 1st and 5th place after 20 seconds of driving. Okay, now a little bit more since there was this roof hit. As Enix leads, Willux touches the penalty grass a bit too much. Xera, Neko, Otaku are behind. Enix and Hugo. Speedstep with a bad line that touches the wall. Was not drifting too much there, but of course he had to take that risk because right now he's on 7th position. Enix or Hugo, who's gonna take that 1st place? Hugo looks to take it here. No, it's Enix finishing more to the left. Great ending from Enix. Hugo on 2nd, Xera on 3rd, and then Willux on P number 4. And as I said, you really want to land in the top 3, else you're not really getting away with a lot of points. So Xera with the most consistent performance thus far. Okay, let's go into the next round. Round number 3. Hugo in almost last position here. Only Nathan and Hugo are behind him. Speedstuff are behind him. Hugo, of course, cannot be behind himself. Maybe his shadow, but we see no shadow in this mood here, or hardly any shadow, because the sun is already setting down. But Hugo not in the mix for that top placement. We see one mistake there. I think it was Neko. Enix again getting 1st. Then we have Otaku and Xera behind. And now Enix is having a little bit of a lead and actually goes up to 2nd place, overtaking both Hugo and Otaku here. So we have a close fight actually. And also hello to everyone else in the chat. Nice seeing all of you. Of course I'm casting, so I'm not gonna interact with the chat too much. But if you have any questions about the tournament, go ahead and ask them. It's the Solary Cup is a competition with a prize pool of 1,000 euro. Yeah, 1,000 euro of cash prize is involved. 500. Then we have 250 for 2nd, 175 for 3rd, and 75 for P4. So actually a lot of money that is up for grabs for the players. But let's go into the 2nd to last round on Maimo Jr.'s first map. We have another map from him in the map pool. Willux with a great start. So he's not out on that one yet, but already a large gap between 4th and 5th. 16 points. But I mean, it's not large. If Neko makes that mistake, or Hugo, for example, you know, they will just catch up immediately if you get 2nd or 1st. But Hugo wants to create a gap. And yes, he does that with the 1st place. 52.60 is the winning time here, which is the equivalent of a time? Actually top 20, top 30 time even. The gaps are quite small on this map. Top 26 has a 52.61 and is only 0.5 behind the world record. So despite this map looks, or this map looks hard, but it's actually not. So let's go into round number 5 on this one. And I'm keen to see who is gonna take that. 148, 149, 151 and 167 points. But Serra will get some company in this round because he has made that mistake. Maybe Enix can even take over the lead. Can he even do that? 8? No, 17. Yeah, he can do that if Serra gets last and Enix gets 1st. Then Enix can go into the lead. After him being almost on 5th place after the 1st map. Now Enix with a very good map. Also a lot of speed over that free wheel section. Then there's the reset block and you want to jump perfectly into the ending. Oh, Enix makes that mistake. Oversteers a bit beforehand and didn't really have a good approach. Thus his car was having a bit of an angle and he didn't make the ending jump. So Otaku takes it. Hugo, Neko, Speed Self, and then there's Nathan, Enix, Serra, and Willux on P8. Fields a Batman for Willux. And the MotoGP point system is definitely not the best way to play out a top 8 situation. But sometimes it do be like that. Deska has also built a map for this competition. Tango, or Tango is the name. The Polish driver and mapper has also built some maps for our Wednesday knockout. He just said, okay, yeah, you know what? I just had fun building 2 or 3 maps, and his maps were absolutely great. So Deska, not only one of the best players out there, but also a very gifted and good mapper. So let's see how this map goes in rounds. We have a lot of pipe sections, also a lot of drifts. So this is, I would say a tech RPG map. Also this part can be quite tight. A lot of transitions, you know. And 50 euro for mappers. Oh, okay. I actually didn't know that. That is quite good. So then we have Maimo Jr. getting 100 euro then, because 2 maps are in the map pool. That is always good to see that the mappers are getting money out of that. But then also this part can be quite hard. As you can see, this transition, you have to approach it from a very, very, specific angle. The ending is not too hard though, but I think that the players are aware of the rest from the rest of the map. Or about the rest of the map. But always good to see that the mappers are also getting money out of that. That is always a good thing. Okay, Enix with a mistake. And we have Enix making that first mistake. Serra in the lead, Hugo behind him, Otaku, and then Willux also made a mistake. So we see I've seen a lot of mistakes already on this map. But let's focus on that fight for the top 3. We have also the players who are right now 1, 2, and 3 in the leaderboard in the top 3. Serra, however, has made that mistake, will not be able to clear that speed check and has to go for a safe route. And also Neko overtakes him, but you can see he's not even on P number 5 or 6, he is 4th. So in the green and not losing towards anyone. Which is quite good for him. So Otaku takes it, 55.738. Which is 0.7 behind the world record set by Wolsal. Hugo behind. But those are the only 2 players who haven't made a mistake in this round. Okay, next round, another mistake there. From one play, it was Hugo this time. Otaku and Sera in the top 2, and then there's Enix behind. So it could maybe get interesting if Enix, for example, or Xera drove a bit behind, and Neko, like also Hugo, you know, and Neko maybe comes a bit closer, but now Xera also makes that mistake, had to full respawn. So this might be Neko's chance, but he is so far behind. And that's almost a premature GG, because it's so hard to catch up points in this format. There's only 8 more rounds left after that, and you need to perform well on all of them. Because if you get, for example, 5th in a round, that is just very stacked. You can only catch up 1 or 2 points to the other players, or even 4th. It's quite an unforgiving point system if you're just consistent. So Otaku, Enix, then Nathan in 3rd even. And then Neko gets 7th, who's not able to finish Willux. So maybe Willux has already given up. That is quite unfortunate. But look at that. It's like 30, more than 30 points between the players. Well, Larinos, maybe you can check your quality options. It's not only 360p. I stream in 7 and 1080p. Neko dead. Maybe you have the automated options. The auto options. Oh, Speed Self dead. Makes a mistake. Oh, dude, everyone dying here on this map. Oh, also Nathan now with a mistake. So Willux all of a sudden on 2nd position. 2 seconds behind. This map looks so easy, but it's definitely not. As you can see, so many mistakes are happening. Enix takes 1st. Willux on 2nd. Then there's Neko on 3rd. Otaku even gets 4th with that. Speed Self. Then Nathan, Xera, and Hugo is quite far behind, but he will still be able to finish. Is he? Yes, he is. Oh god, what is happening here? What is happening? Oh god, dude, Hugo dead. As well as Xera and Willux. Nathan also with a respawn. So 4 players have made a mistake in that 2nd to last round. Oh god, oh god. Now Otaku versus Enix. And it looks to be Otaku who wins this round. Oh, Enix has a bit more speed though, comes a bit closer, but it's not enough. 37 thousandths of a second. Neko on 3rd. Then there's Speed Self, ahead of Sera, after that mistake. Then Hugo gets 6th. Willux and Nathan also able to finish. But damn, this map is unforgiving if you make a mistake. Damn, like look at those discrepancies on this map. It's incredible. So Otaku leading, Enix on 2nd. But it's still not decided. We still have a last map after this last round. Oh no, there are 2 more maps after that. Or there are 2 more maps we have. Oh, yeah. I already thought it's like round number 20 already, but it's round number 15. Never mind them. Never mind them. Because this map just takes so long. We still have that. Okay, now everyone survives except Speedsup and Nathan, just when I say that in the moment. So Otaku, Willux, Hugo, Enix, Neko and Sera are in the mix. Oh, but Hugo with a mistake there at the ending, so Xera will capitalize from that. That is actually quite important for Xera to maybe stay ahead of Hugo in that battle, because Hugo would have come dangerously closer towards him, actually would have overtaken him. But that's now isn't the case. Otaku also with a 55.5, which is a 0.5 behind the world record. And he just seems to be ready. So we have 2 more maps that will be played. Let's see what map it is. Is it the map from Azix or the last map from, or the second map from Mimo Jr.? It's the map from Azix. Abnormal routine. The German driver. Also good mapper by the looks of it. 53.439 is the world record. Let's see what Xera does in this free-wheel part. This left me actually a bit confused. I think you can... Nah, you cannot skip it. It's too close. It's way too close to skip it. I won't be surprised if you could do that. So again, a lot of transitional jumps. Then this ice section. This ends in a very, very nice zoop. You can also not slide out there because the ice section is way too small. And you also don't have a detrimental gear there or anything like that. So one warm-up before we're gonna go live. Who's gonna finish it? Will be Otaku finishing the warm-up, and then also this styly risky ending. I really like that one. That looks super nice. Okay, good luck. But there's one more map after that. Last map from Mimo Jr. One of the 2 maps from Mimo Jr. Let's say like that. But I would say this map is more of an easier side, or yeah, on the easier side compared to the previous map. Even though we've already seen 3 mistakes from Enix, Hugo, and Neko. Speeds of Nathan, Otaku, Willux, and Xera are still alive. Maybe this ice section can really throw you off if you have a bad approach, and then you maybe jump too far to the right. Exactly like that. Thank you, Willux, for being the prime example there. He has made that mistake. Otaku and Xera on first and second. Speeds of behind. As I said, world record is a 53.4. 53. Let's see what time they're actually pulling onto the tarmac. Xera with a 0.7 maybe? Ah, 54.1. Okay. So this one wasn't really that good. Otaku on second. Speeds of on third. Enix on fourth. Then Nathan, Neko, Hugo. And then there's Willux on that last position. Zack. Next round. Okay, a lot of mistakes have happened. Maybe I've underestimated this this beam section with the free wheel. And also the jump. I mean, yeah, the turn is quite kind of blind. And also this ice slide might be quite hard to get. But though I really like those maps. They look quite nice. Also speeds up. Getting a good run again. But I think he doesn't really have a chance to make it into the quarterfinal. Maybe with some miracle rounds. Where he really relies on mistakes from either Hugo or Xera. But I mean, he is so far behind, 60 points. And also Hugo... Well, okay, Hugo made a mistake though. So he comes a bit closer. Hugo only getting himself 8 points in this round. So speeds of coming some points closer. And what is that time? A 54.49 from Otaku. Holy fuck. That is 0.06 away from world record. That is a very good time. I didn't really notice that because I was focusing on the top battle. Damn, what a time, man. What a time from Otaku. Let's see, this part, of course, you really have to have a steady hand. And not be shaky in this section. As Speed Self survives it again. Hugo also barely survives it. A bit of a wonky line though, but is still in the mix. Also gets a good approach there in this section. Overtakes Sera, who didn't get it really super well. Neko with a great drift. Into third place he goes. Enix and Hugo are battling out for first. And it looks to be Hugo who has a better line. Also for the ending, great approach, 53.84. Wait, it was a 54 in the previous round, right? Or what was that? I'm not sure what time he did. I think it was a 54 and not a 53. So I think I was wrong there, because the world record is a 53 point something and not a 54 point something. So maybe he was 1 second behind the world record. But it's Hugo winning, getting himself some good points. And, well, you know, it's Neko who is 24 points away. So you can maybe still make it into the next round. As Hugo could get eliminated. Guys, I'm doing good. Hello, Swiftle. And hello everyone else, but now Neko with that mistake. They had to respawn. The double respawn even gives you a good respawn there, as you might have seen. So with Cup of the Day style, that you have a safe route. Neko with that, almost on last. Only Speed 7 Willocks are behind him. But we have a great fight for first. Enix, Otaku, Hugo, and also Xera are in the mix. Let's go into Xera's point of view. Enix with a good approach, but Hugo gets it a bit better, and Hugo will take it. Xera even overtakes them with a great bug set at the ending, where you can zoom into the ending and have a bit more speed. So very nice ending from Xera. Otaku and Enix left in the dust. Great ending. So last round on a 6 map. And let's see what will happen. What will happen on this particular round. Okay, Hugo with a good landing. It is Otaku, who can make some damage but didn't get the zoop. The zoop that you need from that ice. You get it when you are in a very distinct angle. Hugo and Sera both got it. And we have Otaku a bit behind, but still getting a very nice drift. And with that, it's looking quite good for Mr. Hugo, but he has made that mistake. Was still able to finish though. Willocks, Nathan, then Enix. Neko gets P number 7 actually 8th. Because Pizza was overtaking him. And let's take a look into the standings. So Hugo with that creates a large gap between 4th and 5th. And that's almost the GG here between them. Damn. So the last map, only 5 more rounds on this one. On Tabouret. Rate my pronunciation from 1 to 10. How good is my French? Tabouret. Oui, monsieur. Mesdames et messieurs. One of the 2 maps from Maimo Jr. .5, wow. That's a lot. I still have my meal here, but I think we have a break of like 15 minutes. Yeah, the maps look great. They're in the Solary club, Swiffer. The maps are very nice. They're not easy though. They're definitely not easy. Some maps are quite hard. I would say also this map is one of the easier maps compared to the other two that we've had before. But you have some parts where you can make mistakes. For example here. Going for that side ramp is very important. You can see Neko also here. If you steer in too early, you slide out because you still have icy wheels. Very important landing there as well. Close section. This drift can also be messed up because you want to hold the gear over that whole section, as well as this hit here. Really want to get a lot of speed onto the grass and not get your nose down like Speedself did there. No, wait, no, it wasn't Speedself, it was Willows, I think. So very, very hard to do that. But I mean, in general, Maimo is a very good mapper. And let's see who snipes it at the end. Neko completely misjudging that flip at the end. This ending is not that hard, but of course you have that flip or that side-ish momentum from the jump beforehand. That's why it's hard to adjust it, and sometimes you jump a bit too low before that. But Otaku takes it with a 56.3. Let me check. What is the world record on tabourets? And hello cookies, by the way. Tabouret. No, 56 it was, yeah. 56.3. World record is a 55.8 from Wosal, the Sun player. Very nice time there. Next round, Xera. Already safe in the next round, but it only is a matter in what place he's ending up, as well as Hugo and Enix. We've seen some of the top player making that mistake. Was it Otaku? I think so, yeah, it was Otaku making that mistake. Who's gonna get that first place? Will it be Enix? Nope, it will not be Enix, jumping too far up. Hugo gets first, Enix on second, Xera behind. Then there's Neko on P4. Willux, Otaku, Speedself and Nathan. Well, let's take a look. Hugo will now be ahead. Or like extending his lead towards Enix, even though Enix got second. Nathan also able to finish if he makes that ending now. Yep, he does. Only getting himself 8 points. So top 4 is decided. Of course, the top 4 goes through. But it's really important in what position you end up in. Because if you're in the bottom 2, you will play a particularly harder match. So you really want to get into that top 2. And also if you're third, it's better if you are third, because then you don't play against the first player twice. Wait, I think third and fourth doesn't really matter too much, but I have to look into the brackets to understand that. Hugo, okay, not sure what he did, but he is completely dead, not going for the double respawn there. And now it's Hugo's task, and he successfully does that task to overtake him. So Hugo completely dead. But Enix overtakes him. That's quite important for him. And also coming closer to Xera, who only got himself 11 points. So now Enix only 8 points away from Xera, and that's the fight that we're focusing on right now. Hugo also not still dead on this one. He can also still get himself that second position. So 2 more rounds and we have only the winner who has been decided, but not the other 3 remaining positions. So of course we have the 3 remaining positions that have been decided, but not particularly the order of them. as Hugo gets a really good start. That's the Hugo that I like to see also so far ahead of the rest, but also Xera getting a beautiful ice section there. And into the lead he goes. Hugo on first right now. Gets a good line there as well. Accumulates so much speed. Xera behind. Willox on third. Otak on that second position even with a good line into the second place he goes. But look at that Hugo line here. He's 0.3 ahead of everyone else. What time will that be? Will that be a sub 56 time from Hugo to 20? That looks very nice. Also good low jump from Hugo there. And he could maybe take it if he survives that ending. Look at that. Willox with a slowdown. He's out on that one. Hugo with a 56.3. Okay, he loses it a bit in the end. But still a very nice time. Xera on second. Enix on third. And that's the fight, guys. One more round. And Hugo closes the gap to Xera. Enix still on third place though. But only 1 point between them. If Xera makes that mistake, he will be down to maybe even P4. Enix can overtake him with a good performance, but of course, Xera just has to survive, and he probably knows that. He probably knows that. So Xera's round to lose, and let's go ahead and spectate him. See what the Zerator Cup 2020 semi-finalist and also in the French regionals, I think he has made it to the semi-final, can do here. One of the players who may not be known by most of you guys because he has stopped at the beginning of 2021 and now has returned to the game. Also a player that can definitely make it into the Trackmania Grand League. But not getting a good round here thus far. Speed 7 Nathan can be the devil's advocates here if he is not getting the best ending. Good grass section though. Very nice. Very, very nice to see that. But Nathan with more speed. Will Hugo win that round? Yes, he will. Can Hugo with that overtake Xera? That's the question. Xera gets fourth. And it's 12 points of a discrepancy. And that means 1 point between second and third. Enix, however, drops down to P4. And Hugo up to P3. But that was a great round. And Hugo all of a sudden now up almost to P2, but not quite enough, 1 point. So Xera stays on that top seat.